you're the one thing I can't get it all.
Hey everyone, Bill and Kari with KB Treks.
Hello.
If you've been following along, this is the beginning of part 2 of our second day at sea on the Disney Treasure for our cruise. We've been having a great time. The Disney Treasure, just a beautiful ship. But what did we do in part 1 if you missed it?
Part 1, we had palo brunch is how we started our day. And then we did some bar hopping. So we hit up some of the new bars and lounges on board the Disney Treasure and had a drink in each. So we did our own little mini bar crawl. And then we took part in a little character dance party too.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check out part 1 before you continue with part 2. But let's get on with the second half of our sea day. Something we almost forgot to mention was at the Haunted Mansion Parlor in our bill before we left, they gave us these, I guess you can, they're kind of like coasters. I guess you can say they're coasters, collector's coasters from the Haunted Mansion with a couple things that you might recognize from the Haunted Mansion and or the parlor. We're at the Skipper Society, which is across the walkway from Haunted Mansion Parlor. Skipper Society. Looks like we're going to get a drink here before trivia. They got a couple of interesting names for these things. Of course, they follow the Jungle Cruise type name. What are some of these names, hon?
Hippopotami.
Okay.
Safari, so good. Piranha Punch.
Skipper's Sipper. So of course this is reference to the Skipper Society and the Jungle Cruise, so you can find references to the Jungle Cruise, Skipper Society. What's the restaurant across from the Skipper's Cantina? So there have references to that too here. We got our drinks. What did you get, hon?
I got the Safari, so good.
Safari, so good. Is the Safari so good so far?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah.
How is it?
You can't have any.
I can't have any?
No, well, actually, you probably won't like it because it's very coconut laced, but
Well, what's in it?
it's rum, coconut, banana, and cream, and something else that I don't know how to pronounce. I've never heard of before.
And then I got the
got
Skipper Sipper as an option that this could come in a collector's mug. I did not get the mug. With the mug, it would have been $50. So you can see why I decided to just go for this $15 drink. What's in the Sipper?
The Sipper is rum, bourbon, Kahlua, lime, vanilla, cinnamon, and honey.
Okay, this is very good. This is very good. I'm going to give this a 4.5. And what do you think of your Sipper, hon?
I'm giving it a 6.
You give it a 6. Is that possible?
It's very good.
All right, we're ready for Disney movie quotes trivia. Hopefully we'll do better than we did the other day. Doing pretty much the exact same trivia.
Question number 1. Oh yeah. What have we got? The quote of question number 1 is, I should thank you, but it'll be more fun to kill you. Dun dun dun.
Now it's Sarabi, and we're ready for bingo. There's the prices for the thing. We got the family pack, which comes with 2 tablets and 1 board. So we each get a tablet, and that's going to automatically do its thing. And then we only got 1 sheet of numbers, paper cards, and they use dry erase markers to cut down on waste now. That's one thing that's changed since the last time we played on the Wonder is the packet, because we used to get 2 of those and 2 tablets, and I forget how much it was, but that was considered the family pack.
Yeah, well, they did say too, this is final jackpot bingo, so the prices are more.
Okay.
If we'd gone to a different bingo session, this would have only been $80.
Okay, versus 120?
Yeah.
So it's because the jackpot's like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more draw for people to play.
Right.
Gotcha. They are expecting a crowd because they put an extra row of chairs, and there's going to be standing room only, I bet. There was a line. They have 2 lines going, and both lines are going to the atrium. I keep saying atrium, Grand Hall. So, are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Yeah,
I'm ready to win. It's my birthday. I need to win some money.
What has been our win-loss record on bingo so far?
We have never won a game of bingo.
On the cruise ships.
Good afternoon, Disney Treasure. You're ready to win some bingo today. Let me hear you make some noise. G54, G54, G54. Got it, say got it.
You really cannot screw up by pressing the card, because all you get is a bunch of bubbles if you try punching it in the screen.
We are playing for a prize that is right now over $5,000. And it goes like this. Beat 11. Beat 11. Beat 11. Beat 11. Man, that's good one.
135263.
135263. Drum roll, please. Let's see if this is a good claim to bingo. And here's a good claim to bingo. Who do we have ready from Dean?
What's your name? Dorian from
South Florida.
South Florida.
We're from South Florida. So that is one. Count it, one good claim to bingo.
We had one number away from cover all bingo. One number.
One. So he was going twice. And bingo is out of here. Beautiful number bingo. Now, all by yourself, back to South Florida. The grand total of this cruise was $8,400.
Leaving bingo, gonna go through the grand hall. Looks like Tiana is back in here greeting people. Also, the storytellers are back. I don't know if they're just doing photos or if they had a thing. I don't remember seeing anything that they were having a show. And then there's some more meet and greets. Daisy Duck is up above on deck 5. There's a line forming on deck 4 straight across from us. Can't tell who's in the alcove on deck 3 right from here. Across the way is Maribel and Bruno, and I literally just saw someone put their banana next to the lamp. Really, people. Congratulations to the bingo winners. That was awesome. The light, right, they were sitting right next to us, and the winning number for them was my second to last number, B7. So that's close to winning the grand prize bingo. Oh well, maybe next time. So far we're 0 for who knows what number for bingo on the cruise ships. Home sweet home, back to our pretty much only interior stateroom on the entire deck. Oh well, if you missed another video, we have this grand hallway into our room for some reason, and then we go around the corner to our stateroom. It's kind of messy because whatever. Oh, actually, she came by and cleaned up. That's nice. I'm in the room for about a half hour. Kari read. I watched the movie Coco. Speaking of which, there's a Coco backdrop. And we're going to head to Walt Disney Theater to watch, what's the show tonight? Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Here's the Walt Disney Theater. We're on the left side, or the port side. I'm trying to find some seats that are going to be decent. We're kind of off to the left side tonight. They got a frame around the thing that kind of has the Beauty and the Beast thing with Marcel's workshop. We're back in Sarabi to watch the ventriloquist of Paul Zerdin again. We saw him in the normal show yesterday in the Walt Disney Theater. This is going to be his adults only show.
When we got married.
They all started when I came home early from work one day and found him alone with my best friend.
What was her name?
Keith.
This is true, he made me very happy. But just remember,
You're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
and I'll tell you something. Come on, darling, let's do the lift. Would you give it up for two?
Just left the ventriloquist and going through the grand hall. The storytellers are back for photo opportunity. Looks like there's more backdrops. Mickey is on the opposite side of us on deck 4. Minnie is opposite side of the deck on deck 5. They're in their formal wear. Is this semi-formal night? Tonight's semi-formal night. Okay.
That's how we're celebrating.
Yeah. And Aladdin and Jasmine are in their formal wear in front of the staircase. Above the stairs on deck 5 is Belle in her gown. Daisy just walked up right next to us. Want a photo with her?
Thank you so much.
Hi, Daisy.
How are you doing? I love a good camera.
Yeah, it loves you too.
Yes.
Fabulous.
You're looking fabulous. Yes.
But don't
Get a picture on?
Yeah.
Oh. That was crazy. Like we were just standing there, Daisy like came up next to us.
Yeah. Again, just one of those random character interactions.
Yeah, that's something I've been liking more on the ships, is that they're doing more of these random things. We noticed that when we were on the Wonder.
Yeah, when we were in Alaska, we had a few of those occasions, and we've come across a lot of them here on the Treasure.
Yeah, it's kind of like Disneyland. They just kind of like, oh hey, there's so and so.
They just show up.
First time we were going into the Roy Disney dining room for a rotation because we were in Palo the first night that it was supposed to be of our rotation, so we don't know where our seats are. We're back in Sarabi. We're going to check out Ultimate Disney Trivia.
We're going to play some Ultimate Disney Trivia, yes? Now I have a series of 20 different questions.
How we do at Ultimate Disney Trivia?
We sucked. I think that's the worst trivia score we've ever gotten on any trivia.
Out of 20, what did we get?
9.
9.
Like, we didn't even get 50%.
Yeah, so the winning couple had
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how. What are we doing now?
We're gonna watch Paul Zerdin again because this show was funny.
And this is the adults only show.
Yes.
We are going to introduce the act of the night. The winner of America's Got Talent Season 10. Please give it up for Paul Zerdin!
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, good evening, everyone.
I asked you actually recently, didn't I, what you'd like for your birthday?
Yes, I said I want a divorce.
I wasn't planning on spending that much.
Back in our stateroom, gonna get ready for bed. And so tonight we had dinner in 1923. We're in the Roy Disney room, or side of the restaurant. That was our first time eating there because we had 1923 on our rotation night, the night that we went to Palo. That was the third night.
Yes.
And so it was a different menu today than it was the other day, but what did we have?
So we started appetizer. We both started with the shrimp, which I really enjoyed these. They had a really good dill flavoring to them. They had flavor, I guess, is like the main thing. They didn't require any sauce or anything. Wasn't a big fan of the slaw that accompanies them, but the shrimp themselves, I would actually give a 5 this evening. I thought they were very tasty.
Yeah.
You also got the baked oysters.
Yeah. They were okay. It was like a cooked oyster with spinach, and there was a lot of breadcrumbs on top of it. To me, it was kind of like a 3. Like it was just there, like I don't think there was anything like that stood out. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great, it was just something to eat, you know what I mean? Anyway, so the next round
You had you had the
all me.
You had the iceberg wedge salad.
I didn't think what's with these wedge sandwiches? It was fine. Again, it was another 3. If you've been watching these wedge salads, for me, they're always like so watery. And it just really dilutes the dressing and everything and whatnot. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't as watery or diluted today compared to the romaine wedges that I've had a couple of nights. But it was just a 3, whatever. But then we also got the soups.
Yes, we both got the white onion soup, which I thought was very good. We've had them before on other ships. On those previous times, it actually came with some smoked salmon in it. Yeah. This white onion soup did not. This actually had cheese in it. So not like a French onion. It was still like the creamy white soup base, but it had like cheese in it. I thought it was really good. I actually think I enjoyed this version better than the one with the smoked salmon in it. I would definitely give this a 4.5. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was very good. And then,
of course, it was lobster night, so we had to get lobster. Very good lobster tail. I really like the mashed potatoes that come with it.
Yeah.
I don't eat asparagus, so that stays on the plate. But between the lobster and the mashed potatoes, again, I would probably say a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was very good. They come over and they put the melted butter on top and serve with lemon, and yeah, so very good.
And then for dessert?
For dessert, same thing. We both got the same thing. We both got the chocolate lava cake, which I feel is a must on this evening. And again, really good. You know, you break into it and all the chocolate oozes out. They serve it with some vanilla ice cream, which kind of balances that chocolate. Very good. I would give that a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, very good. And then after that, we went back to Sarabi.
Yes.
And we had Ultimate Disney Trivia. And Ultimate, I really wish I knew Walt Disney's Social Security number because that was like the only one that I got mostly right. But anyway, no, it was challenging.
It was very challenging. We only got a 9 out of 20 on it, which, I mean, we haven't been doing so great at trivia this time around, but we've at least usually been hitting 50%. So this was the first quiz where we did not.
Yeah. Well, ever since they changed this No More trivia, if you do the trivia, you know what I'm talking about. Ever since they switched that, we have not done very well with trivia.
No, we cannot win trivia to save our lives anymore.
Before they changed that, we used to win trivia left and right. If you watched our old vlogs, like when we first started doing this back in 2017, 2018, we were winning like crazy, and now we can't win a single freaking trivia anymore.
No, I just want a dang medallion, and I cannot win one to save my life.
Oh, well.
I have 25 Disney Cruise Line keychains sitting on top of my television at home, but I can't win a medallion. I just want a medallion.
First world problems, right, honey? Anyway.
My birthday, why couldn't I have gotten a medallion?
Sorry, honey.
I know, cue the violin.
I failed you as a husband. You know what this is? World's smallest violin.
Yep.
After trivia, we saw the second adults-only show of the ventriloquist Paul Zerdin, who won America's Got Talent. He does a good show. Kari actually she didn't get pulled on stage, but she became part of the act.
Speak up, you silly toss.
Oi! You're going to have to be nice to her. You've got to woo her. You've got to woo her.
Really? Yeah.
No?
Yeah. All right. Woo! Woo! My God, your writing works, you know. What is it, darling? What's your name?
Carrie.
What's your name? Kari. 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 Albert.
No, not me. This is Kari.
Good God. Where do you live, my darling?
Your house.
Where do you live?
Minnesota.
What's she saying?
Minnesota.
Good God, you know, I was reading an article the other day. It said that 90% of the women from Minnesota have been unfaithful to their partners at some time. The other 10% got a letter from the President of the United States congratulating them. Kari, do you know what it said?
No.
No? Well, there you go then. Oh, I'm only joking. You know, I can give her something you younger men can't.
What's that?
A good night's sleep.
I'm glad to know I catch the eyes of 96-year-old puppets.
Well, you caught the eyes of this 20-something-year-old at the time puppet. Anyway, what do you think of the show?
Oh, it's hilarious. I mean, it was pretty much the same show as we saw earlier, but it was really fascinating and hilarious to sit there.
Yeah, when he involves different people on the stage, you don't know what you're going to get on these shows. But please do us a favor and subscribe. About 90% of our viewers are non-subscribers, so help the channel grow. Help us reach our next goal of 2,000 subscribers. But what is the plan for tomorrow, honey?
Tomorrow, sadly, it is the last day of our cruise. But we are headed to Castaway Cay, so we'll have a fun day on the beach, get some lunch there. We also have a martini tasting tomorrow. Yes, so another busy day before they kick us off.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure, put it that way.
Well, I mean, it's basically what they do.
They don't kick us off. They gently ask us to remove ourselves from the ship, and if we don't, then they pull us off kicking and screaming. I don't want to go back to real world.
No.
Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Kari.
You've been watching KB Treks. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.
My God, your writing works, you know. What is it, darling? What's your name?
Kari.
What's your name?
Kari. Kari. Kari.
Albert.